got new video, and it shows the scene when a Norwegian cruise ship hit a massive iceberg.
Titanic 2.0.
The moment that the ship was hit by this iceberg, take a listen to their reaction.
I was just surprised on the sheer size of it. It just got bigger and bigger and bigger as it went past. It just started to roll over and really just was huge.
Beyond the peaceful horizon, our oceans harbor enormous creatures that can make your heart race. Whether lethal encounters with giant predators or epic battles with spine-tingling endings, these terrifying scenes from the ocean will shake you to the core.
Whoa! Oh my god.
Wow! Looks like you're not safe in the ocean, even in a ship. These people witnessed the worst nightmare of any person traveling on a cruise ship while moving through Antarctica when an iceberg came thrashing towards them.
Oh.
Even though many were worried for their lives, this story has a twist. Instead of the typical Titanic storyline where the ship went down, this vessel said, "Not this time." The iceberg turned over and was sent away from the ship's course. I guess fate was on their side this one time. Exciting tour.
Oh my god.
This group was enjoying a serene experience of whale watching in San Diego when one of these gentle giants decided to play a prank on them.
Oh my god.
Did you just see how it appeared on the surface out of nowhere? There's no way they could have spotted it in time. Luckily, they were at the perfect distance to stop at the right time, and both parties were safe and sound. Toppled over. This kayaker is about to experience the most thrilling adventure of his life. He was searching the open ocean, hoping to catch some fish, and accidentally became a target for a great white shark. They came running from a distance and rammed his kayak so hard that he fell into the water. Looks like it was trying to remind us humans that it rules in the water. Whale ride. Seeing a bunch of whales during your kayaking trip sounds fun, but how about riding over a whale for some time? As bizarre as it sounds, this actually happened to some kayakers off the coast of Argentina when they saw some whales and went in for a closer look.
Mira, te vine a morder el remo.
To their surprise, the gentle giant was as excited as them and picked them up on its back. This encounter lasted for a few minutes, and after that, the whale put them back in the water. I must say they were great for remaining cool, even in a situation like that. Furious tiger shark. I will never go out in the ocean on a kayak, and this encounter is the exact reason why. This guy was fishing off the coast of Oahu when he became the bait himself as a tiger shark rammed him. It's incredible how stealthy and fast these animals can be. He's lucky he was able to walk back home in one piece.
Tiger shark!
Whale breach. Whale sighting is all fun and games until a 30-ton mammal decides to get too close for comfort and even brushes against your boat. This group of tourists got a lot more than what they bargained for when a humpback whale decided to show them what it could really do. I must say, it was terrifying, yet amazing at the same time. Clever shark.
Spotting the right.
I don't know why these people thought that taking an inflatable in the waters with a giant shark was a good idea, but I'm pretty sure they're about to be proved wrong. Just in a few moments, a great white nudged their boat and then tried to separate them from the bigger vessel by biting on the rope. It shows how intelligent these animals can be. The shark was hell-bent on getting both the people in the water, where they could enjoy a nice swim together. But after a long nerve-wracking encounter, they lured the predator away with bait.
Went for the bait, and then he got caught up on our front line, which were tethered to the main boat.
They are lucky they were not alone in the water, or that shark was never gonna let go without a human meal. Whale food. While diving near the Sosa Rock, Some divers noticed restlessness in the fish below, and they knew it was time to leave the water. Just as they got to the surface, the exact same thing happened that they were afraid of. The whales breached the surface for the fish and almost accidentally got close to them. Just look how they almost became whale food. Luckily, they got out of the way in time and safely got to the boat. Near miss. Swimming with a 16 feet shark in a glass box takes a lot of courage and a bit of craziness. During the shoot for Discovery's Shark Week, one diver experienced the most nerve-wracking happening when the shark decided to get a close look at what was floating in its habitat. It went straight in for an impact and rammed right into the diver.
First thing that went through my mind was, he's a goner.
I've been working with sharks for 30 plus years and I've never seen anything like that.
Miraculously, he was able to dodge those sharp teeth at the right time and survived an epic encounter with the most feared creatures of the ocean. But one thing's for sure, I won't be going in the water after watching that. Third wheeling.
Uh-oh. Oh!
This paddleboarder was enjoying his time at the sea when a big tiger shark approached him and was calmly swimming by. Things got a bit too spooky for him when a turtle also entered the scene, and the predator started chasing it around with the board in between them. I must say this was not really a good spot to be in. Once the shark lost its cool with the man being in its way, it slightly nudged the board and got him in the water.
Uh-oh. Oh!
Not so safe now were we... Luckily, the shark had its eyes on the turtle and left the man alone after giving him a mini heart attack with such a close call.
Dave Marks, look at this! Oh, I love that shit so much!
Tasty cage. Cage diving could never get more exciting for these people. Just as some food was thrown in the water, a massive shark paid the girls a visit, but soon it changed its mind and wanted to explore the better options hiding in the cage. I'm pretty sure these girls had never seen a shark's teeth up close before. Although the cage was strong, it was quite an experience to be just inches away from becoming a meal of the ocean's most feared creature. The shark managed to bend the buoy a bit, and even punctured the blue barrier bar to a great extent. Yet the women managed to walk out of such a creepy encounter safe and sound. Unsafe cage. If you're planning on going cage diving soon, this video might make you want to reconsider your decision. Even though there are plenty of fish in the sea, this shark still wanted the one person in the cage. In another instance, one shark even succeeded in getting through the metal bars out of curiosity. Now that has to be a kind experience for them. If that still didn't change your mind, here's a video of a curious shark desperately trying to explore the people inside the cage, and it tried to do so till its last breath. I won't be going cage diving anytime soon. Mystery creature.
Look at that.
In addition to the typical fish and sharks, there is a possibility of other creatures lurking in the depths of our oceans. One such animal was filmed near the coast of North Carolina, when a boat captain was enjoying the view at the sea. This serpent-like body made an appearance at the surface, and its movement through the water was so fascinating that it confused not only the captain,
Look at that.
but every viewer of this video. Even though he thought it was a whale calf, hundreds of viewers were debating that it was most likely a Loch Ness monster. The serpentine body and giant head might belong to the mythical creature. What are your thoughts on it? Personal space. While diving in the vast ocean, this man came across an elephant seal and got so excited that he decided to get a closer look at the creature. Even though it seemed calm in the start, elephant seals are solitary animals at the sea. Just as he got too close, the elephant seal showed him how strong it actually is. Luckily, he managed to dodge the agitated animal with the GoPro pole and swam back to shore as fast as he could. This encounter shows how we should all respect a wild animal's space. Strong inflatable. A serene day off the coast of Mossel Bay took an unexpected turn when the sharp teeth of a shark met the soft rubber of an inflatable boat. At first, it seemed like the animal was just curious about the people exploring its waters, and then it clearly showed that it wanted them out of the area. Now, I don't think taking an inflatable out in an area full of sharks was a very good idea, because that bite created a hole in their vessel that had to be taken out before they would become a meal. Mischievous manta. Surfing in the ocean waves might sound like a good plan, but remember, you're not going to be the only one in the water. Just like here, when a man was minding his own business at the Flagler Beach, a manta ray accidentally bumped into him. These graceful giants are filter feeders, consuming plankton and small fish by swimming with their mouths open wide, and it was most probably doing so, and did not mean any harm. Still, it was still enough to take away the surfer's breath. Tuna heist. Imagine you catch something so good that even a great white shark gets interested in it. These men had no idea that the ocean's most feared predator had locked eyes on their fish, and they had to let go as there was no way they could argue with an animal of that size. Surprise breach.
Whoa! Holy crap!
If you think you'll be fine while staying a bit higher than the water surface, here's a video that'll prove you wrong. That shark most probably knew that it wouldn't be getting to the man due to the metallic barrier between them, yet it still decided to try a break and get him for lunch. I must say that breach was quite impressive from the predator's side, and only one wrong move could have gotten this man right into the jaws of the animal.
Whoa! Holy crap!
Mighty orca.
Watch this video of an orca taking down a great white shark.
Till now, we all have thought white sharks as the top predators of the ocean, but this encounter will make you rethink that statement.
A great white shark going from predator to prey.
In this video, an orca was seen taking down the great white single-handedly. These giants are normally known to hunt in packs and work in collaboration, but this particular one needed no one by its side to take down even the most fierce opponent. Their strength and intelligence has to be the major factors in making orcas the top predators of the water world. Killer whales surge. Killer whales had found a new target to direct their power at humans. On different occasions, whole pods of orcas were recorded pursuing boats and yachts. Just imagine being surrounded by the biggest and most intelligent predator in the world that potentially tries to bring you in the water. One of the orcas even snapped off the rudder of the vessel, hoping to get it to stop working. And on another occasion, the orca had approached the boat so hard that it started filling with water. This behavior was very unusual for the species, but many experts speculate that these might be planned missions or just a simple act of curiosity. These interactions are not fully understood and are still ongoing research. Singing mermaids.
Una sirena. Hay algo ahí.
Our oceans are not only full of sharks and other fishes, some things about it are simply unexplainable. This diver was exploring the oceans in Spain when he started hearing the most terrifying sounds.
Se acaba de poner a cantar.
According to the man, these did not seem to belong to any sea creature he knew about. And just a few moments later, this thing emerged on the water. Although the diver had no clue what it was, once the video was posted online, people started sharing that they heard similar voices from the oceans, and it might have been a mermaid calling him to his demise.
Se acaba de poner a cantar.
Curious shark. An adventurous trip to the cathedral dive site in Fiji got a bit too exciting when a tiger shark decided to check where all the bubbles were coming from. It came gliding from the water and got close to the oxygen tank of one of the divers. Now that has to be quite a breathtaking experience. Fortunately, the tour guide sprung into action on time and was able to distract the shark and get it at a safe distance. At the end, the group went back with loads of memories and a thrilling story to share with others. flying seal.
Yes, 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 yes.
If you've never seen an orca in action, get ready to be amazed by their sheer power. This video was filmed near Victoria, BC, when a group of researchers witnessed a pod of orcas hunting a harbor seal. During the chase, one of them made a spectacular move by sending the seal 80 feet into the air with just one whip from its powerful tail.
Yes, 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 yes.
This is one of the most famous hunting techniques that they use to stun their prey, making it easier to catch. Capsized kayak. This man had the most bizarre idea of messing with a shark from a kayak. The predator proved to him how big of a mistake it was when it started moving his vessel around like it weighed nothing, and even took his fishing rod from him. Yet he was still not willing to give up the pursuit. Finally, once the shark had enough of its aimless approaches, it got the kayaker in the water with just one whip. Look at him running for his life. Not so brave now, are we? Toothy encounter. What a peaceful view, right? The water, mountains, and timing were just right, until a curious shark decided to ruin it all with a toothy entry. It's kind of amazing how the cameraman couldn't even sense its presence until those jaws were just inches away from doing their work. It again showed that the cameraman never gets hurt. Robbed by shark. Lionfish. Culling at the Cayman Islands got a lot more exciting for a diver when he encountered an agitated shark that wanted to hold him accountable for stealing fish from its area. The reef shark definitely had a plan in its mind. It first caught the diver off guard, and then kept on coming at him until he got the clear message of getting out of there. Honestly, I would never mess with an animal with a temper like that. The diver made the right decision as he swam away from the area, keeping his safety above everything else. Once he got near the surface, the shark went back to its guarding position. Loch Ness Monster. Our oceans are inhabited by the most unbelievable creatures that are not even explored yet. One such critter made its way to the surface and was luckily captured at the right time. In the moment, it completely shocked the photographer who believed that he had witnessed the mythical Loch Ness Monster. And honestly, who wouldn't? Later, once the video was reviewed by experts, it came forward that it was simply a whale breaching. In another instance, a local at Haven Beachside spotted this mystery sea creature lurking in the tranquil waters, and he believed that it was the first Loch Ness Monster outside of Scotland. Online viewers, on the other hand, had different thoughts. They solved the mystery by calling this a sea snake, but the live witness was persistent in calling it the mythical creature. Do you think it exists? Tasty fish. These friends were getting back after a good day of reef fishing near the Bahamas, and their catch was so good that it even caught the attention of 2 reef sharks. The predators started following them all around in hopes of getting the large snappers for themselves. Just look how determined they are. Finally, after following them around for quite some time, one of them managed to snatch the fish from the spear and left with an attitude that it belonged to the sharks in the first place. Running out. Spearfishing in the open ocean got a bit too exciting for these fishermen when they got accompanied by a tiger shark, which meant business. Typically, these predators stalk their prey before approaching them directly. So this encounter got a bit too creepy by the fact that this giant was on their tails for quite some time now. Both the men instantly reported its presence and worked together to keep a safe distance from the predator. And they were lucky enough to get in the boat in one piece. But an encounter like that can leave nightmares for quite some time.
Get in, mate. Get in. Wow.
Too close. Diving in the ocean might sound like a good idea, with all the pretty fish swimming all around you. But there's another thing you'll come across. This diver encountered a super curious shark and luckily was vigilant enough to react at the right moment. One slight nudge on the nose was enough to send the predator in the opposite direction. Otherwise, we all know how these encounters might end. Duel with a predator. This kayaker went out on a routine fishing day when he got something a lot more than what he bargained for. A hammerhead got offended by his existence in its territory and decided to show who's the boss. But the kayaker was not going to give in that easily. He fought back with the paddle and made sure that the shark didn't get a hold of him. Yet, he was face to face with a predator.
He's not done. He's still there. He's right there, still.
It circled around the kayak, trying to find just one weak point to strike. After a long fight full of tension, the man eventually got out alive, but I'm pretty sure he'll be forever haunted by this encounter. Squid slap.
No way! Underwater?
About time nature started hitting back. This kayaker had no clue he was about to have the most bizarre encounter with a seal. The animal randomly came up to him and slapped him with an octopus. No one knows the reason behind this behavior, but I'm sure if it wasn't filmed, no one would believe it.
Underwater?
Orca slap. These tourists were visiting Mexico's Gulf of California, enjoying the dolphins leaping out of the water, when out of nowhere, an orca jumps 15 feet out of the water and bumped into a dolphin right in front of everyone. Now many viewers think that this happened by accident, but according to the people there, the orca was hunting the dolphin for quite a while, and that smash was a tactic of getting the dolphin for lunch. Close fight.
So I've got a juvenile great white shark chasing a seal out here.
Even though this kayaker was not directly the target of a shark, he still felt the chills while witnessing the hunt between a juvenile shark and a seal. The whole ordeal was taking place just meters away from him, and both of them eventually got too close for comfort for the kayaker. I'm pretty sure he was thinking he could be the next target for the hungry shark, as what could a slim kayak do here? Just when he got the chance, the kayaker ran for his life and was able to return in one piece.
It's unreal.
Flying ray. I know it looks like a normal boat tour over the ocean right now, but wait till a stingray comes out for a hug. That ray had its arms wide open and would have ended up in this man's arms if he had not ducked on time. I guess it wanted to extend some love to the daily visitors. Angry walrus. Tourists in Russia had the most memorable trip in the most horrifying way. This female walrus had some problem with them and decided to get rid of the speedboat hanging from their vessel using its sharp tusks. Just look at all that rage. I wonder what these people could have done to make it that angry. Some viewers guessed that the animal might be protecting her kids somewhere near the area. Thankfully, its target was just the hanging boat and not the people. Nowhere to go.
Especially herring, but this is taking the fun right out of it.
This fisherman was carrying out his everyday business off the BC coast when a whole group of sea lions came in to reclaim what belonged to them.
This is virtually impossible to work.
He had never seen such an incident during his working years before, and was shocked at how many of these sea lions could gather around in one place. It was a whole buffet for these little ones. I'm pretty sure he went back with an empty net that day, as there's no way these sea lions would have left anything behind. Fighter sea lion. We've always seen videos of sharks preying on sea lions, but this one time, one of the sea lions decided to turn the tables for good. Some tourists captured the moment in Monterey Bay, California, when the prey successfully took down a blue shark that thought it would easily get a hold of it. I'm sure the sharks of this area won't be messing with this sea lion ever again. Jumpy marlin. Imagine you're fishing in the vast ocean, and in addition to you putting in all the efforts, the fish decides to get to you on its own. This is exactly what happened here when a marlin came flying from the ocean right inside the boat. It's like it was done with humans invading its home and had decided to hijack their boat by getting one of them in the water. Thank God everyone was safe even after this evil plan of the marlin, which eventually ended up in the boat. Close call. Sharks are not the only animals you'll have to worry about when out in the open ocean. Even walrus can have a tough time if provoked. This Russian boat in the Arctic Sea came face to face with an angry female walrus, and the tension in the air was real. It was completely ready to puncture some holes in the inflatable with its pointy tusks. Yet the quick thinking of one of the members saved their lives as he fought back with the paddle. According to experts, the animal was most likely protecting its kids nearby. I'm pretty sure they'll remember this encounter for the rest of their lives. Hangry seal. This guy went out fishing and was excited to pull out a tiny fish, but he was not the only one hunting for food. Just as his catch came to the surface, a seal jumped out and snatched it in a second. I'm pretty sure it had eyes on that fish for a long time. Guess what? You're not even safe from these ocean goons while fishing on the shore. These friends spent quite some time getting that fish, and a seal walked out and got its food back from them, which these men had stolen from its house. No wonder it was so angry. Smile for selfie. A researcher was collecting samples from the ocean when this curious orca got a little too excited to see her and went straight in for a hug. Although its intentions were pure, and it just wanted to explore the newbies in its area, I'm pretty sure the researcher felt quite an adrenaline rush after this encounter. I mean, who wouldn't if they were that close to the largest apex predator of the ocean world? Moody sea lion. A diver was enjoying the perfect Disney movie scene during his diving experience when a bunch of sea lions were swimming all around him. But the serenity of this moment did not last long when one of them bluff charged at him to assure him that he wouldn't be coming near. I'm pretty sure that was not a seal of approval, and he better swim as far away from this area as possible. Excited dolphin. While these people were enjoying their time, watching dolphins in the water, they had the most bizarre experience when one of the animals jumped right into the boat. Some viewers jokingly claimed that it was dared by other friends to make the jump. Luckily, these men sprung into action on time and managed the situation properly. They placed a wet cloth on the dolphin to calm it down and then sent it back to the ocean where it belonged. Hopefully it'll stay mindful of where to go. Angry angel.
The bottom was maybe only 30 feet below us at that point, and I remember straight away seeing an angel shark.
Angel sharks are considered the most docile and calm among all shark species. Yet these divers still managed to provoke one that went straight for them. The poor animal was minding its own business at the reef when it got surrounded by people and their giant cameras. All that attention made it so confused that the shark decided to get rid of everyone. Here's what experts think actually happened. The normally calm fish had seen its own reflection in one of the cameras and thought it was surrounded by an opponent sending it into a defense mode. So if you ever come across these fish, make sure you respect their personal space.
The strange thing about angel sharks is they seem to pick on the least likely victim. They seem to get mad and pick on somebody at random.
Skeleton panda. No, this is not some character from an anime movie. This is the amazing life of the underwater world of Japan. Scientists found this new species of sea squirts that oddly resembles a skeleton-like body structure and the shapes of a panda. They have been inhabiting our world for a long time, and we've only come across them in 2024. This shows how little we know of our water world, and that anything can exist in the depths. Surfer sea otter. This sea otter in Santa Cruz had seen multiple people surfing the waves and decided to try the sport for itself. It was seen snatching a surfboard from a man aggressively and was even not willing to let go at any cost. The surfer had to give up on his board and decided to hand it over to the stubborn animal. Although the spectators found it funny, according to experts, this behavior was not normal for the animal at all. And this man was lucky to walk away safely.
Oh my God.
Surprise diving!
I was surprised because I've never seen an octopus in the wild before in a battle with a sea lion.
While exploring the area of Vancouver Islands, a lady came across a surprising scene. At first, it was hard to understand what all the fuss was about, and she thought that the sea lion might need her help.
It seemed like the sea lion was in distress, so there was something else. It was struggling, clearly. So.
But little did she know that it was already engaged in lunch. Getting a bit closer to the site, she witnessed an epic battle between a sea lion and an octopus. Even if it might sound puzzling, sea lions are commonly known to feed on these animals. Yet watching one hunting like this is literally a once-in-a-lifetime sighting. Orcas in action. You must have heard multiple times that orcas are great at hunting whales, and here is proof of their amazing skills. This pod of killer whales was super hungry and tired, and at last they landed eyes on a giant blue whale. The whole ordeal was recorded off the coast of Australia when some people on a whale watching tour recorded 75 orcas ganging up on a loner whale. These apex predators are highly intelligent and use techniques like surrounding the whale and then taking turns to ram it. After 3 hours of continuous efforts, they were finally able to bring down a nice meal. It's time for today's open discussion. Passengers at a Norwegian cruise line ship thought that they were coming across some ocean monster when they looked over the sea, and soon it was revealed that it was actually a monster iceberg planning to create Titanic 2.0.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Come here! Come on!
Even though the ship brushed against it a little, fate was on their side as they did not meet the oceans after it. The cruise was still cancelled to ensure safety. I'm pretty sure those moments must have been the most terrifying for these people. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.